Now let's start with chapter 5, that is using library classes. Topic number 5.1, wrapper class. What is wrapper class now? We know Java's primitive data types are data values and not class objects, but sometimes we encounter situations where numerical values are needed but in the form of objects. This problem is solved with wrapper class. By wrapper class. Wrapper class are included in java.lang. Java.lang is the default package that is inputted in every Java program, so we don't have to import another package. And these wrap values of primitive data in an the wrapper classes wrap value of primitive data type into an object. Primitive data types are in lowercase, and wrappers class name start with an uppercase letter. For example, byte. So if byte is the primitive data type, the wrapper class will become byte. If char is the if boolean is the primitive data type, boolean, the capital B boolean will become wrapper class. All wrapper classes have similar function that return primitive data value, integer value for integer, boolean value for boolean, etc. Yes, here int is the primitive data type, but integer is the wrapper class. So all wrapper class. So basically, what is wrapper class? Wrapper class are many classes that solve the problem. Many a times we need primitive data types, but in the form of objects. Primitive data values in the form of objects. For example, there is 5, but we need 5 as an object to use different functions, to use it in many ways. So it becomes very easy with the wrapper classes. Wrapper classes wrap primitive data type into an object. Okay, now as primitive data types have the names boolean, wrapper class will just have the first letter capital. So boolean will become boolean with a capital B. Int will become integer with a capital I. We can also convert string to primitive data type using wrapper class. For example, integer.parseInt, double.parseDouble. So there is a common function for every wrapper class, that is integer xyz dot value. If we put anything, for example 5, so 5 will become an object of wrapper class. xyz dot integer value, boolean value. So the functions are for different classes as per the name. We can also convert string to primitive data type. For example, if there is a string that is 5, we want to convert it to int, so we can write integer dot parse int and then the string, for example str. So now the int value will become, for example, int x equal to integer dot parseInt str. So x will become 5. We have successfully converted string to primitive data type, int. Now 5.2, what is significance of wrapper class? Why are they needed? Java is an OOP language where everything is used as objects. The wrapper class enables the primitive data types to be used in used as objects. It provides many ready to use utility methods. Objects can call methods, we know that. So it becomes very easy to use many utility methods that have been put into java.lang. And also Java is an OOP language that runs on classes and objects. It becomes very useful to convert everything to objects because Java is an OOP language. Some common methods of wrapper classes. Value of. You can use the wrapper. How do we call methods? We use the object name dot method name. So here we use integer dot then method name. So value of xxx, that is the For example, for integer, for boolean, for character. Parse, to string, is digit, is letter, is lowercase, is uppercase, is white space, to lowercase, to uppercase. So these are some basic functions. For example, parse, this will convert string to the primitive data type, to string, primitive data type to string. Is digit, it will check character dot is digit. It will check whether ch is a digit. Is letter, will check if ch is a letter. If ch will is lowercase, will check if ch is lowercase. Ch will, uppercase will check if ch is uppercase. White space, to lowercase, to uppercase, that is the same thing. So is, these are of boolean data type because they return true or false. Is white space, it cannot return 0 or 1, it will return true or false. Is white space, if it is, then true, if it is not, false. Now 5.4, autoboxing and unboxing, these are also interesting. Their differentiation may come from this. Autoboxing, assigning of primitive value to wrapper class objects. Unboxing, assigning of objects value to primitive type. Where we change primitive value to wrapper class object, it becomes autoboxing. When we change object's value to primitive type, it becomes unboxing. For example, this is a box, this is wrapper class. If we put primitive data type, it is boxing. If we take out the object and put it outside, that is primitive data type, it becomes unboxing. This was chapter 5, very easy, very easy. Chapter 5, we had to study nothing, it is very easy. Chapter 3, 4, 5, they are very easy, just they are concepts. We have to learn the concepts, we have to know the concepts. Basically the questions come from this, the programs come from this. You have to practice some programs as well. Okay, we have to score some good marks in exams.